I don't know. Let me know what you think. I think overhyped is probably fair in most of those cases. They're super expensive. Maybe you can hear my voice better now. Hopefully, that should be a bit better. Yeah, I've got like a month of not gigging, and so it's been, I did that video kind of talking about, can you actually build speed? I think I've made like a little bit of a breakthrough, which is not that easy to come by. So I'm going to do a video on it at some point. Practice every day. There's just so many people on YouTube. You need to practice this. You need to practice that. You need to do this. You need to do that. Kind of at a loss. It's a good point, Lloyd. I think what you should really be doing, if you're anywhere near to the age of me, is really focusing your practice on like one thing at a time and really put the blinders on. I think that is actually a bit of a key. For me personally, I put out like one, I put out one like lick video a week, and to me, like those are hopefully like little bite-sized things, but there does tend to be like a bit of a theme to most of them, which is either it's like a legato lick or a pentatonic lick. So in most cases, you're probably sort of getting things that are sort of focused down that lens from me in particular. Does that make any sense? But I think it's really, I kind of jokingly use the titles, by the way, you need to do this. Obviously, you don't. But it's kind of cool, I think, to have something sort of short and snappy to work on. So what was it this week? It was... Yeah, well, that's not what was it? Hey Steve, it does have a headstock somewhere. So Charles said, Tim Lurch said something like, take small bites, chew slowly. I think it's a good, well, he's a wise guy, isn't he? I've taken loads from your lessons recently. Hopefully you get like a little bit. This is the Lake Placid Blue, Josh, yeah. Exactly. I think there is like certainly a limited amount of attention that you can put into guitar, especially if you've got a real job. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like the last thing that maybe, it depends on how your day at work's gone, but like sticking your head down and just absolutely blasting through sweep picking stuff is probably not realistically what is going to happen once you're in your 30s, or if you've got kids and that sort of thing, if you know what I mean. So the quality of the internet seems super great. Yes, Roland. Right, so this is, what I've been focusing, I'm going to do a video on this at some point, but I think David Beebe, if he does check in, has been doing something somewhat similar, which is that trying to just do one thing like every day, John does all of his playing before work. Work is draining for most. Exactly. So maybe when you come home from work is like just a time to chill with the guitar. But equally, there are some sort of more mindless guitar activities that I think you can do at the end of the day. So some of my speed practicing stuff that I've been doing has been sort of, right, I'll just put on a podcast and I'll put on a click. Equally, I'll do that at the start of the day as well. But trying doing a bit of that every day has sort of, I think, led to, like a mini breakthrough. And I think mini breakthroughs are what help us to actually make progress going up. Do you know what I mean? And keep Fernando Toledano. As you're on a Strat run, have you thought about a Japanese 60s reissue, chunky neck, gloss finish, mic cross finish? So Hamza's at university. That's ideal. Mindless noodle TV after work, proper focus practice before. How much sort of practice do you get in on the average day, John? I've been playing at night before bed, after my daughter's bed. Feels like a good way to wind down, but I'm not exactly practicing speed or anything intense, Derek says. How old is your daughter? I reckon your daughter sounds pretty new. And that's exactly, what has made me sort of rethink quite a lot of this. I know you love your K-Line. Do you think there's a noticeable difference between a custom shop Strat versus finding one you like and getting new electronics and fretwork, etc.? I've not tried that sort of approach. I built my own Strat. 30 minutes to an hour before work. So if you're able to get in that sort of practice regularly, I think you will see meaningful improvements in certain areas depending on what you're practicing, right? Like 30 minutes to an hour on the daily, I think as an adult is pretty good. And Sinner says, hi John, I've been following your channel for quite some time now. I'd like to ask what you think about the Aristocrats band. Do you prefer Guthrie's playing more in the Aristocrats or his solo stuff? I preferred that first album, if I'm honest. Daughter is 4, old enough that it's hard to focus when she's awake. Yeah, so my daughter's at the age now where she doesn't, although she's just switched, I don't know if any of you guys saw in the video earlier in the week, maybe on the Monday, that she started coming back into the bedroom whilst I'm filming, so that's quite nice for me. I need a better practice routine. I noodle and work. Been trying to make an actual time. I think this idea of the perfect practice routine. Hey, how you doing, Art? Kent. That's not me being offensive. I've done that joke before. Work. Trying to make an actual time. Yeah, I would say a practice routine per se is maybe not for me. Like, I just try to have like a small thing that I'm practicing, if that makes sense. And this is, I think, to some extent, we're sold this idea of a perfect practice routine. But I don't think in life there is too much necessarily, we're not going to have like the perfect practice routine. Like, life is a thing. I find the quarter notes hard to nail with 3-note per string. So what you want to practice in that case is like, kind of just going up and down. Just practice. And probably if you're finding it difficult, it's maybe because you're translating that there should be like your right hand connecting on a 1. So just try and do things where you're focusing more on focus on like not being married to the idea that your string changes are going to be on the one is basically the thing that I think might be tripping you up. And notice what the actual rhythm, which is like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like it's that that's happening, right? Cyril asks, can I describe how I do live streams for the signature? I might do a video on this. But basically it's a Helix plugged in here. There's a condenser microphone above my head up there. And it's just a guitar into that. Does that make sense? Please share your gear to get sustain for legato lines but without too much gain. Here it's impossible to test gear until you buy it. I don't think that's necessarily super down to gear. I use quite a lot of gain personally. I think it's more about like dialing out some of the high end in some cases. Fuller stern, I'm using the Helix. Hey Sergey. Josh asks, my solo improv has gotten light years better since following you. That's awesome to hear. I guess you've been practicing a lot. When soloing, how can I make things sound more interesting / musical outside of the chord tone? So think about, I would say, shapes and melody. So the things that catch your ear, listen to what they are doing. So Hans asks, how do you prevent your picking hand from cramping up when playing quicker single string notes? Last year I hit a man with my 2012 Toyota, but it was dark and no one saw me. That one could be Jim, I reckon. Anant says, do you have any tips to break out of a rut? So, I've talked about this before. I'm going to do another video on it. I think this rut-based thinking is actually probably just the reality for a lot of people. So if you think about some of your favourite players, when did they become like the level that you think they're at where they were your favourite players? So if I think about someone like, I don't know, John Petrucci or Guthrie or someone like that, I don't see that there's this situation where everyone keeps progressing forever and ever and ever and ever. I think the plateau is actually probably where you see most people at for most of their career. So if you think about like Steve Vai, Passion and Warfare, and think about everything that came after that, has he like meaningfully, and this is not a diss or anything, I'm just trying to, you know, get across this idea that could be totally bollocks. But, you know, most musicians don't keep progressing on and on and on and on. Do you know what I mean? They're like, once you get to a certain level, I think plateau is sort of natural. And the only way maybe to get through it is to start practicing in earnest again, which I think for me, is one of those things where uh, I've been enjoying the plateau, and enjoying the plateau is a pretty cool thing to do as well, right? John Oddy says, oh, just said your second name, whoops, is the only old school guitarist that seemed to constantly develop and get better. Others from that era plateaued. And I think probably even at some point, Jeff Beck didn't keep going on and on and on, like pushing the boundaries, right? I think the plateau is just a natural state of being, and you have to practice specific things that you want to get better at and sort of level up gradually, if that makes sense. But you are ultimately going to sound like you anyway, and you're going to be most boring to you. Like, somehow people sometimes occasionally find my playing interesting. I find it quite repetitive personally, but that's okay. It's kind of the way it is. Sean does slower exercise an hour first thing, no coffee. Watching your slower stuff has really helped me create my own exercises. It's working, thanks. That's cool to hear. Yeah. Beck plateaued much later. Another thing like Alan Holdsworth. Here it is, David Beebe. So, Beebs, can you... I think Beebs is one of my sort of guys that I've been talking to about this. Because he did make some meaningful changes to his playing in his 30s. Joshua says, I'm ready to pick up a new style of playing jazz, planning to grab a semi-hollow body, and I'm skeptical that Epiphone/Sire are just as good as Gibson. Thoughts? I think a Gibson will be, 3, 4, 5 times the price of a Sire or an Epiphone. There are a lot of good Gibsons out there, and probably some really good ones. The Sires and the Epiphones, I would say, tend to be fine. Yeah, that would be kind of my take on it. Yeah, so if you're feeling stale, I think you need to find some sort of catalyst which is going to take your interest to that next level. I don't know how old you are, Anad, but yeah, I think you need to find that thing that's going to be really interesting to you. So, like, David Beebe may do a video on this himself, but at the present situation, I think Beebs is working on a specific like bebop thing, and really focusing on one thing for a while, I think, is a great bet. Joshua, if you have access to D'Angelico, that stuff is good. Flatter radius and skinnier necks, I would suggest. So yeah, Anad, it's fine. You're at an age where you're going to have some time to really make some improvements, I think. So just kind of head down. You're not old enough to be worrying about plateaus, basically. Just keep cracking on. Find things that are really going to interest you. Kent asks, I'm old, 40, should I learn how to sweep pick? If you are interested in sweep picking, then maybe. And this is one of the other things as well that I think, talking to Beebs, would kind of, and other folks maybe as well, like Alan Holdsworth, like maybe it's time to, once you get into your 30s, pick a technique that you're going to focus on more than, trying to learn new stuff or economy picking, trying legato. Pick one and get on with it. Do you know what I mean? Because you're not going to have time to level up all of your different techniques to an exceptional level, but you might have enough time to get like really, really good at legato or really, really good at sweep picking if there's some like natural ability there. Wait, Doug. So yeah, that would be kind of what I'm thinking is making sense as a middle-aged guitarist. What about the Nachocaster? Are you going to finally buy this major? It's not for sale. That's Jake's guitar. He's not selling it. What should be the correct methodology to approach learning jazz and bebop? Because right now my jazzy playing is just a bunch of random chromatics. I would learn jazz standards, and until you're ready to do that, I would say that the jazz stuff is sort of, at your age I was kind of tinkling around the edges as well, and it wasn't until I was maybe like 25 that I started actually learning jazz standards, and that's when it all started to click a little bit better. Crit says, I feel I learn more from watching people play than I do lessons. You could be a visual learner. I think, yeah, if you're looking for stuff and noticing stuff, or watching... You know, like for me personally, I spot some things. Roland Chang in there. I've spotted things, you know, that have really, I think, made a difference to me. Like Pierre Denel did this little thing, which has crept into my playing. You know, finding things like that. Can you join, Nelly I asked, can you join major and minor pentatonic? Yeah, they're the same thing. So let's take, for example, I think this is a slightly misunderstood. So the major scale, well, the major pentatonic is the same as all of the others. There's just 5 boxes. It's only 5 notes. It's not enough to be major or minor. It's the same scale. So just stop think of it as major and minor, and start thinking of it as, oh, right, I'm playing in... You know, you need to be thinking that this is G major and E minor at the same time, if you get what I mean. So you're connecting the whole thing across the neck a bit better. Well, that's very much like a bluesy kind of idea if you're thinking about Betty's Closet. Come out of there, Betty. If you're mixing G major and G minor, that's going to work in a very slim set of scenarios. So David Beebe's been working on the Barry Harris stuff, but I think if you're interested in jazz in general, I think start listening to jazz and start learning the jazz tunes. Otherwise, I think you're going to feel quite disconnected from quite a lot of it for quite a while, potentially, would be my sort of, what was for me at least. I think that for a lot of people, you know, learning licks that someone else has played is a big part of that. I spent a lot of time, you know, just sort of reading like Hal Leonard books and, you know, the Abersold sort of backing tracks and playing along with that stuff before I'd even listened to a jazz tune. And I think I'd have been better off just doing the Kreisberg thing of like learning a jazz tune a week, if you can. If you're interested in jazz, that is, like, and that was my sole focus for quite a few years. I was just focused on learning like jazz standards. Right, I'm going to let this dog out. Feel free to leave any questions you might have. Maybe not. How do you make licks you learned and make them yours? So you need to start, if you're an improvising player, just start inserting them. No, if you get what I mean. Just start trying to drop them into improvisation. Casey says, it seems that people are very resistant to learn the pentatonic scale in its entirety. Product. You go now. Kenton, you stay. feel like it's maybe an energy thing, and once you've learnt one position, you could stay there. But in order for there to be like real fluency, I think you need to start actually joining up all of the positions. But I think that's the alluring thing with the pentatonic, is once you've learnt one box, you can just stay there and feel like you're doing things. So Tom Cat's up. Playing for a few years now, I made steady progress but still struggle with noodling. What's the best way to continue and improve your playing when juggling a newborn and a job? I think just try and get your hands on the guitar daily, or fit it in where you can. And don't worry too much about the idea that you're not necessarily progressing. Just try and enjoy it. Probably not. It's autofocus, isn't it? Oh, that's working. Seems to be in focus, Ian. Sorry if it's not. Coming back to the stomp and exploring the distortion boxes, anything you'd recommend for a Lettieri-esque gain sound? Maybe the Carvin. Found a lot of TS clones and fuzzes. The Zen Drive, I think, would be a good bet. Chotso. The Zen Drive, because Mark Lettieri uses a J-Rocket Dude, which is somewhat Zen Drivey. You show how you learn and practice some phases. You try to split them to small chunks, or you try to apply the whole phrase to the context as is. Just interesting to see your approach. Thanks. Hey Nelio. It depends, like what sort of, you know, for me, most of the legato stuff that I'm practicing is going to fit over most things, if that makes sense. Whereas if it was like a jazzy thing, like I did, whatever it was the other day. I really like Glassy Plexi lead, Anad. Yeah, so John asks thoughts on addressing weaknesses or improving strengths. I think it's okay, like the average listener is not really noticing. And this is, I guess, the main point. Like, pick some of the really wild guitarists like Matteo Mancuso or Josh Schmieder or Tom Quayle. It's okay to not be well versed in every single technique, and to some extent, I think it can be a bit of a distraction. Like, so, as cool as it is to try things like selective picking, you know, these sorts of things, like, are you realistically going to use them? In some cases, possibly not. You know, or is it important? Like, when you listen to like Nashville players, or even like Eric Johnson, who I think thinks that he's more of an alternate picking player than an economy picking player. Actually, the technique doesn't matter too much, does it? Like, a fast line is a fast line, whether it's alternate picked or legato or whatever. Just, yeah, totally, I think it's totally fine to really pick a technique and make that your thing that you work on. Right, I need to let this dog out. And that's the other thing as well. Like, totally, when I was a kid, I had it in mind that I would be able to alternate pick, like, I don't know, John Petrucci, legato like Tom Quayle or whatever. It's okay to not be able to do all of that stuff, and in fact, it's probably better not to. Tune this thing. I just tuned in, Cordy's walking away mid-sentence. He was like, imagine if he just never came back one day. Ian, how do you play the lightweight chain? How do you like the lightweight chambered Strat playability and tone? It was cool. Now that I played the Vintera, I much prefer the neck on the Vintera. Even if I can't get to stay in tune right now. Yeah, I did a video ages ago responding to that idea that noodling was a negative thing. I think if you're playing the guitar, you're getting things done. You know, it doesn't always have to be the most focused thing in the world. Just playing some guitar. Do you know what I mean? Just, yeah. Don't be always. I think there are, again, like, especially if you've got a newborn or whatever, there are times when it's time to just ride out the plateau. What do you use to program drums for my videos? I use Native Instruments Studio Drummer. Devin says, currently playing a Katana Mark II 50 and have a 91 Mexican Strat. I'm looking for multi-effects and also to add a humbucker guitar. Currently looking at Podgo and maybe a Yamaha Rev Start. I'd say HX Stomp would be what I'd recommend over the Podgo, personally. And I'm not a massive fan of humbuckers, so I can't really say that. Casey says, can you discuss the importance of focusing on technical skills versus playing with feeling? What do you think is the right ratio for this? Whatever ratio feels like it's right for you. I was very much focused on sort of technical playing when I was younger. Absolutely, you know, it was a thing I did a lot of. You probably find that later on in life, you might not have the time to do as much of that. Or if you've got jobs to do, you know, or if you're doing professional guitar playing, for example, you probably just have to learn material. So then, you know, the playing with feeling is the sort of thing that takes over. But it kind of depends, like, can you deliver what you're intending to deliver to any extent? Does that make sense? Yeah, and also, I Derek has just said, I love that you're constantly just telling people to just play. I think there is an element to this, like, not playing a guitar and thinking about what you should be practicing is definitely not better than just noodling, right? In my opinion. I think you can get in a bit of a negative state where you're thinking, like, I should be practicing, otherwise it's not worth it, or, you know, these things where people just don't pick up the guitar at all. Yeah, and this is the thing for me. I've not had huge aims in general, but I think if I look at my playing and aspects of it, you know, things just improve because you're finding things that interest you, that you're kind of jumping through various technical hoops and stuff. Yeah, I think, yeah, just playing in and of itself is not maybe the quickest strategy, but I think it is one. And Charles has just made a really good point. Do I play guitar to play guitar or to be really good at guitar? And that's probably a really good point, I think. Thunderbird calves. Cheers. I'll check out a victory thing if I do get a chance. Hamza, I really like deluxe reverb, most of all. Where's the ground on this thing? Made a difference. Get bored newly, I find it helpful to go learn new songs. Absolutely, your repertoire is really important, especially if you're like pro, semi-pro. Getting better at learning songs makes a great idea. Cheers, Thunderbird calves. Achieved his ambition of playing guitar badly. Would you say there are bad guitar tones, or does every guitar tone have a specific use? I don't know, you probably find inappropriate guitar tones, potentially. There are inappropriate tones, and there are more appropriate tones, I would say, right? Oh, it's definitely taste. But some other people might not not like your taste. I guess is the point. But most guitar tone is somewhat. Mine is somewhat middle of the road, right? Josh asks, do I still have the brown protein? No, I sold that. But it's a really cool pedal. I've still got the Gritador. How important do you think it is to hear your own playing as in on a recording when in the process of developing your voice on the instrument? Asked Casey. Very. I think recording yourself can give you a much better idea of where you're really at. Because whilst it's happening, you can't really get a real sense of some things because you're too in it. So I would encourage players early on to play in front of a mirror. If you've got a way of recording stuff, then do. This is Fender Vintera 2 Stratocaster. 60 Strat, I guess. So Ian is at 60 and has been playing for 4 years. I think that's a really cool idea that, just getting into this thing later on in life. I think that's so cool, personally. That sounds quite patronising now that I've said that out loud. I didn't mean it to be. What are leading tones, Sergey? Would be my question. Why is this suddenly so hummy? I just don't stop believing, didn't I? Oh, what was it you were doing the other day that I checked out again? Del Mar is definitely similar to a Strat. Yeah, just a bit of a weirder shape. Oh no, it was that you put into a song, wasn't it? So Casey asked, can I discuss my love for single coil pickups and why I prefer them? So I think I used to like the idea of a guitar not like having too much of a voice, which feels very weird to say now, and so I thought like a Strat just had too much of a voice. At the time I was playing like Music Man guitars and Ibanez guitars with DiMarzio pickups in them, which to me are quite sort of flat. Not voiceless isn't quite the word, but not a very distinct tone. Like, could you pick out an RG in a recording? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now, I think I just really like the idea that you can hear that something is a Strat. I think I fell in love with the idea of Strat tone from Eric Johnson, probably. And since then, and maybe at uni it was as well, that I was recording with a buddy of mine who had a Fender American Deluxe, I think it was, and I had a G&L Legacy because I'd sort of come around to the idea that a Strat could be cool, and that sounded even more Stratty. And I think he preferred the sound of mine to some extent, and he ended up using my G&L on the recording. But I was kind of like, from that point, I sort of fell in love with the idea of what a Strat could sound like. And then over the years, I've had a few Strats. In 2018, bought the K-Line, which had Lola Dirty Blondes in it, and that to me has been sort of the number one guitar ever since. Yeah. Have I ever tried Sterling? There's a video, Valdas, on the Sterling JPMM. Is that what it's called? No, it's probably not. The John Petrucci model. There is a video, maybe or two, with that on the channel that I've done. Pretty good for the money, actually. I think that one's not the cheapest Sterling. But yeah, that was a cool guitar. Quite a skinny neck and a bit of a flat radius for me personally, and also, as we'll talk about here, kind of humbuckers. So did I end up deciding on PRS SE Silver Sky versus Vintera or Player 2, which is my favourite? So behind the scenes here, my favourite is, I think, of all of those three, the Vintera 2 or the Silver Sky SE. I've started doing a video on it, but I need to finish that. I kind of got sidetracked by that Nacho and stuff. Hey, Harry Sound. Yeah. But I think this kind of has the looks of a Strat, which the Silver Sky SE doesn't. And then this also has the vintage radius and the chunkier neck. So the Player 2 is a bit of a skinny neck for me personally. And then the Vintera versus the Silver Sky SE, is the downside is the Vintera costs quite a lot more. The Silver Sky SE, one of the things that I guess the Vintera can feel a bit more premium because of is that it has a satin feel to the neck, which can actually be more comfortable in some ways, but I think feels less premium in others. Ian asks, do you remember how my solo playing evolved, e.g. pentatonics, then arpeggios, then question mark? So I used to think of myself as a rhythm guitarist, so I really focused on chords for the first few years of my playing. And then gradually, I think I got into acoustic, and I think electric. And, cheers, Richard. Really appreciate that. And then got into some sort of like rhythm playing into Thin Lizzy and stuff like that. But I'd already been playing piano, so pentatonic didn't come for me until way later. Major scale was the main thing. But I would play major scale, from what I can remember, in like a couple of positions. So if I was playing in G major, for example, maybe we'll choose a key that I would have actually been playing in. So like this. So if I was playing in A minor, I can remember sort of like so I'd be maybe comfortable in one position here at the major scale. And then I'd have another one that maybe up here. And I'd be like switching between the two. You can actually do quite a lot with two positions of the major scale. around maybe age 14, 15, 16, something like that, 13, I started getting more into this idea of 3-note per string patterns. Here's my wife. Right, the dogs are being quieter now. Anyway, where was I at? So yeah, 3-note per string stuff. And I think it was rock school. And you go through like all of the positions of the major scale. They would call it modes. And I think also around that sort of time, someone would have told me to start playing in every single key. So it's kind of a mixture of those things. Yeah, and then putting that all together over many, many years of stuff. I think that's how it happened, if that makes sense. Are there any other questions? Dino asked, Richard Adario said, what are your thoughts on made in Japan Fender Strats? I'd like to try one. I've not tried one. I think that's like a bit of an underrated part of the Fender situation that we don't talk about enough. Have I ever tried an all rosewood neck Strat? No, I haven't. Again, I might like to try one. Patrick asks, what the F, live stream with commercial break. Was there a commercial break?
The dog's barking.
I don't think that was it. Kerry has given $10 for some strings. Does anyone want Lenny to sing something?
No, I'm not doing that again.
Drop some money in chat and we'll see if we can make her sing. Danny has an early 80s Japanese JV Fender and it rules. Casey asks, can I talk about the history of the musical relationship between the USA and the UK and what it's meant for music?
Oh my god, Wikipedia it, mate. That sounds like a very difficult question to answer.
Yeah, I don't... That seems like a long...
We could do a video on it. Or a dissertation.
That is like a dissertation question, isn't it? You've had 3 ad breaks, so that's cool. That means that I'm getting paid for this. I can insert an ad, which I've pressed like once or twice. Jim says insert it in your donkey. There was questions here. Are Japanese Fenders accessible in the UK in shops? I don't think so. I'm on YouTube Lite, no ads, more money for you that way. I've got no idea. I don't think it makes it. Yeah, like people use ad blockers and etc. all the time anyway, don't they? Josh asked if I had to recommend one arpeggio shape, what would it be? It would be the major 7 because it works over all the chords. Tips on building my first pedal board. Got quite a few pedals, just never put on a board with a power supply. Just maybe like watch Dan from that pedal show do something like that. Ian's been Googling toothpaste, I reckon. Do I have Jake's Nacho still? No, I gave it back to him today. Tend to prefer your more expensive guitars and you like the Nacho. Why hasn't this happened with amps? So the Mezzas, I kind of got scared that they were going to break. And then I also found that I preferred the deluxe reverb. And then the other thing with... You better let them out in it, bud. Sorry. And then the... Unbelievable scenes. And then... Patrick says, Natrocaster equals Fender Roadworn dragged a few more miles after a car. Yeah. You should try playing one, Patrick. You'd probably dig it. It's like season 3 of The Tiger King, only with more tigers. They like the music. They hate the music. They wanted to leave the room. What was the... Yes, but things like the 2-rock amps, I just felt like I had a $4,000 thing in the house that I was never using. And whereas there are amps like a deluxe reverb reissue, which I don't get that same feeling from. So that's, I think, why I've not fallen... Derek says, I have a telly with the same strings as my Strat. I find it seems a little more tense and not quite as smooth. Is that a problem with me, my guitar, or tellies versus Strats in general? It's not. I've noticed that as well. Where the Strat seems to have like a softer feel to it. I don't know, is that a feature of the Strat design? It's definitely got a Strat to me as a more slinky feel than a telly, which feels relatively stiff in comparison. That's definitely something that I've noticed as well, Derek. I don't know if chat can confirm that they feel the same way about it or not. Valdus, I do lives each Tuesday, generally. How do I handle playing tube amps at home with neighbours, etc., attenuate, or just use lower watted amps? I don't record with them that much. I tend to use modelers more. But it's a detached house, so it's generally alright.
Did they just hear the dogs?
Yeah, the dogs are noisier than the amp. Yeah, like a trem, if you've got it floating, moves quite a bit. And I don't know if you lock your trem down, does it end up feeling stiffer? What are you doing?
Reading the comments.
Looks like she wants to sing,
I
says
don't want to sing, I'm reading the comments.
If someone leaves one donation, she will have to sing.
Don't ask for donations for singing, that's gross.
Josh uses the JHS little black box, and it helps my tube amps quite. Is that like a volume pedal essentially, or like a volume? or like a pot in a pedal. I think just a good master volume amp might also be an answer for home rather than other stuff. Devon says, I think Vintera at that price point should come with a hard case, so 820-ish pounds this one was. Just having too much info available to us hurts sometimes. I think it's more... I think it's maybe more down to like not focusing on a thing, maybe attention span. Are you sure the stream is down? I don't know, it's not showing it's down for me, but if people are telling me the stream is down. Is the stream working? Right, Lenny, what do you want to sing? What? Do you know How Deep Is Your Love?
No. I've only got 6% on my phone as well.
That's fine. Wonderwall is default, so you've got to beat default.
I've never sang Wonderwall. I don't know how to sing it.
Stacey Griffin says, I didn't know you do lives. I do them sometimes. I've done a few this year. Right, what do you want to sing? I don't know.
I don't remember what songs we do. Or have done.
The major 7 arpeggio works over like...
Any requests?
Yeah, drop a request if you've got a suggestion. The major 7 arpeggio tends to work over like most diatonic chords. So if you're playing in C major, the C major 7 arpeggio tends to work quite well. Coldplay Yellow.
I don't know how to sing that.
There is a video recently-ish, Josh, like this arpeggio works over every chord. Check that out. Thinking of You, Sister Sledge. If I Ain't Got You, yes, you do that one.
What's
Right.
that? Oh, that's going to be impossible in here.
You just stand back there. Ah.
Can I just sit down here?
They can see you a little bit. Yeah.
What?
Sit on the slime. What key does it? Dino, I did sell my SE GGT because I can't keep all of my guitars. It was a really nice one.
I don't even know if I can sing that this late at night. It's a hard one.
I'm not going to take the sticker off because I'm going to sell this guitar at some point.
They say turn the brightness of my phone.
Yeah, how bright is your phone? I think it's more how dark is this room.
Yeah.
Right. Is that key alright?
Just gonna ask for me.
You have to sit there and hold it then. Is that key alright?
Some people live for the fortune.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Want me to cover? I'll Some people live just for the fame. for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. And I've been there before, but that life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Some people search for, I don't know why that makes me laugh so much. Oh dear. That promises forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, yeah, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Oh, some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, and some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you. Yeah. If I ain't got you with me, baby. No, there's nothing in this whole wide world, don't mean nothing if I ain't got you with me, baby. Too hot. I've been stood in front of that fireplace for like an hour. It's so hot.
Nice one, but
Getting loads of gifts.
what
Is that what they're called?
they're paying your version of the mortgage, your part of the mortgage.
Thanks,
Thanks, guys. That's awesome. Thanks very much. Right. There were some questions, were there, or not? Brat Cave said, "Hey, she's great." Danny Brickwell said, "Hey, damn girl." No. Well, that one might be Jim, but it might not be. Devin asked, "Didn't you get the player 2 in that birch green?" I did, but that one went back because the skunk stripe was dodgy. Harmonise with her. We do a chorus.
I'm not singing anymore of that song. Do a different song that's lower.
What can I harmonise?
What you're gonna sing or
They're
harmonise
asking
on
me
the
to
guitar?
harmonise with you. All right.
Oh yeah, you haven't turned the reverb on again. Last time you did put reverb on.
There is a mic, Patrick.
Is there reverb on it? Not this time.
There's a mic right there.
Is it dry as?
Well, No.
Dry as a summer's day.
Vocal harmonies. Ian got another ad break. Well, just to balance it out for everyone, I'm going to insert an ad so everyone gets one.
What happens when you do that? Can no one see you?
No, I don't know. You can insert an ad, but I've not been pressing that mostly. Is music how you two met?
They might not be even seeing
Nah,
this
she
if
was
you fit.
working as a cocktail in a waitress bar. I paid to play you guys absolutely never stop what you guys are doing. God has a big plan. Oh. Well, we did stop what we were doing.
Yeah, I don't do this anymore.
For our daughter.
She was the plan.
Which Lenny regrets, but I think she was great.
Don't regret. I can see you with my YouTube Premium, no ads. Okay, that's fine then.
Why is Ian getting more ads than everyone else? Where are you, Ian, in the world?
Somewhere with ads. Premium comparison.
Devin, like your voice?
Thank you. Premium.
Beebs has got premium. He's also on that Elon.
Nice.
David Beebe actually got Starlink specifically after the election.
when you click insert ad, it just gives you that would be so cruel.
Right, I'm going to press insert ad now. Like, report
What's the
back.
other one?
What?
The one next to it.
delay ads.
Do that one.
If I press this now, does anyone get an ad? Sunny Sussex. Hey, Sussex. I get more ads watching on TV with Fire Stick.
Oh, that must be what it is.
How does that work?
Maybe when you then upload this afterwards, you're just going to have loads of ads.
Well,
Yeah.
that does happen. Like when YouTube
Berkeley
plays
ad.
Berkeley, nice.
Yeah, shampoo. Oh, it
Shampoo.
does actually give them an ad. Don't press it anymore then, that's cruel.
I'm still seeing y'all's beautiful faces. Ad, but I skipped it. Finn skipped it. UK here, no ads for me so far. Well, this is an interesting mix. What's the most interesting YouTube ad that you've ever seen on here? Sean got a shampoo ad.
I get
Ian didn't
adverts.
get an ad for that, so I don't know what's going on with yours. Ian, yours is ad-libbing. Anton, YouTube or Fire Stick is worse for ads, better on a computer. Interesting. Is Fire Stick... Is that legal?
Yeah.
What is a Fire
You
Stick?
buy it from like Argos. It's Amazon, isn't it? Or I don't know what it is actually.
Who's the sausage? Joe asks. This is Eva.
This is Eva. She's very whingy, so she has to be held.
Brat gets financial and investment advice. Have you got any good stuff? By a Nacho. Ian's still getting toothpaste ads. What have you been Googling to be getting toothpaste ads all the time? Have you got like sensitive gums? You've been Googling that. What's our gold donation
I mean,
goal?
she just sings anyway, doesn't she? If I put her down, she'll sing for
Do
free.
some whistle tones. I'm gonna go on Jeff Bezos's Fire Stick. The time they hacked the channel. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
It's an ideal time. That was the last time that I missed a day of uploading.
Great. What about when Elodie does one?
I uploaded that bit.
Oh,
Didn't I?
dunno. Oh my god. Jim, shut up.
Oh, Jim was inquiring about your Pokemon Go status.
I haven't got Pokemon Go anymore.
What do you mean?
For the missus. Can I get all this money?
Yeah, you got a roof over your head, mate.
Okay.
Right, what do you want to sing?
You've got a
Cheers,
child
Wadey.
from my womb.
Yeah, Beebs did a video for the birth, you remember?
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was fun.
And did I miss a day? I don't think so.
You were coming home.
Yeah, I was coming in.
Why does your camera look really low quality this time?
Bro,
Well,
it's
last time it looked really clear, but this time it looks all like bobbly.
It's because this is playing here in very low quality.
Down here, I don't really understand.
Toothpaste ads, maybe he's just British. Way. So are you then, bud?
Can they still see me if I sit down here? There you go. That's better.
Potato camera.
It didn't look this bad last time.
It's not. That's what it looks like there.
Yeah, that's still bad.
The guitar's alright. Chat, is that alright? John Cordy's the kind of guy who puts a bow on the house every year like happy birthday. Yeah, that's truer than you know. Why is your live stream thumbnail you playing guitar on the toilet? So it's from a video that I did whilst we were on holiday, where I took a Boss Katana Air, and I thought, oh, this could be funny, and I thought that thumbnail was better than anything that I could come up with. The video res is quite low. That is specifically to avoid it crashing. Well, not crashing, but being really low frame rate. So
because our internet is people.
So hopefully this hasn't dropped too many frames at least. Told you it looks bad, says Ian. All right, well.
It's good that it means you
Anton
can't see
just
my
got an
wrinkles.
advert for Daz soap powder. Jeff asks, how long have I been playing guitar? I've been playing drums 25 years. About the same as that, I think. I started in NBA ad, Mark Heath gets. Right, let's insert an ad and see what we can come up with.
No, can you stop pressing
All right,
that
bro.
ad button?
All right,
That's so
just
troll.
relax.
Like, these guys are spending their time with you today.
Well, they can... Right, all right.
Huh?
Little lefty over here. 25 years. What year was it that I started? 1997?
How old were you? 8.
8. What year is it now?
That's longer than 25 years. 28
Bit of math.
years.
28. Yeah. Oh, you can do landslide.
Yeah. Can I just do it down here? Can you put some reverb on it this time? Because everyone complained and now I feel embarrassed.
Devon asks, how close am I to Anderton's music? They are like 3.5 hours away. Oh, does Lenny feel like singing Sarah B?
What? Sarah B?
Bareilles?
Yeah, which song?
Which one?
Oh, the Manhattan one again, or not?
Probably not. Blasting ads and unsuspecting viewers.
Oh, Eva.
If I was invited to go on, I'd go on, probably. I think...
Sorry, why is your wife a little person? I just can't be bothered to stand up anymore. Sorry.
Her fave, of course. Which is your fave?
I don't have a fave, Sarah Bareilles, waitress.
Which... Is it...
Are they still going to be able to hear me
Is
if
it Jason Statham?
if I stay down here?
Yeah, let me just copy across a reverb.
Thank you.
That's alright, mate.
Because now I feel like I've embarrassed myself without reverb.
What's that dog doing?
Crying because he wants to go upstairs.
Oh no.
Oh, maybe
Right.
I can sit on Elodie's thing if I turn it off.
Is this Stevie Nicks?
Yes.
Here we go, some Stevie.
Oh, is that better?
This one's for Ian. I'll probably just give you an ad break now, Ian, and then into landslide. You got
Ready?
those?
Yeah. That's better. I took my love and I took it down. Climbed a mountain and I turned around. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills. And the landslide brought me down. Oh, mirror time makes you bolder. Even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Take my love. Took my love again. Out. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. And time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Reverb bars. Yeah, I'm getting older too. Took my love now. I take my love and I take it down. Oh, I climbed a mountain and I turned around, and I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hills, and the landslide brought me down, and the landslide brought me down, and the landslide brought me down. Dogs did not like that sound. I thought that said both of you are quite annoying. I was like, true. So true. So warm in here. Tapping I wouldn't disagree.
Good vibrato then.
I feel like people are just being like polite. Because they're not going to be like, when she go bed.
I think Patrick would tell you this crap.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Think
Without
so.
a C.
I reckon he'd be Swedish. Jim, got a quarter. Die. We'll be playing for hours. It's like a wanker.
I just imagined you sailing and halfway through me going, yeah! Like,
Jeff, it is a Strat. It's a Vintera 2. Simpsons, bro. Oh, talking of Simpsons.
does that say hello from Mexico?
Yeah. Saludos. This guitar was made there. a solo here. I am.
Even it's not like that.
Why do you prefer Mexican Fenders? Out of interest, fried?
Like getting a shower.
The Simpsons would be. Well, yeah. You're right, Charles. It's because of that sharp 11. Can you do your best impression on the guitar of a super beginner guitar who's just learned the first position pentatonic
Feels like that would be a
and is
good
now
thing.
working on it? Cheers, Andre. This became my all-time favourite YouTube channel in no time. Oh, that's awesome.
So then
First position, beginner stuff. So I think one of the things that tends to happen is people only go in one direction, and they tend to start at the bottom of the position. They don't do that sort of thing, but that sort of thing. That sort of thing. I don't know, maybe a few bends, but they might be out of tune. I don't have a white hollow body. That was a sire. That went to Spain to John, who didn't actually like it. I think he might have sold it. Devin's in California. I've not tried loads of Fender Strats at all, to be fair. Do you ever make up songs about the dogs? The dead ones? Yeah. David Grantham asks.
You're crying.
I think I can do it pretty good.
That sounded like. What song is that? I need somebody but you. Do you know that song? Do you know the song I'm on about? That one, yeah. Oh, someone already commented.
Well, Isaac Mora is Chris Isaac, isn't it? His namesake.
God, that is awful.
Do I float my trem? They tend to come floating, and I don't really do anything to change that. The PRS Silver Sky that I bought is decked. Do you want to sing Wicked Game?
I don't know that song really. It's really low as well.
We'll change the key.
No, but like the whole bit, like no.
Nick Terrace asked John Mayer or Joe Bonamassa. John Mayer for the songs, Joe Bonamassa for the playing, maybe. No real preference. I think general floated, but I never actually pull up, so probably it wouldn't make much sense to actually be floating. Why is Jim deleting everyone's comments?
Yeah, what is he deleting?
Do suspicious minds. This is like Dorian. Dorian. Is that what I said first time?
You said Dorian. Did you just forget what you said?
I don't know what Andy Timmons' thing will be, but I think he has a Marshall, right? A Marshall that he uses a lot. Sir tend to make some Marshall stuff. It's not a Nacho, well spotted. One day. But yeah, I would guess like a Marshall-y thing. No, I've never tried a Vola guitar. Yeah, but Boogie don't make his Boogie anymore. Yeah, I would guess it'd be something Marshall flavoured, David. I needed divided by 13. Is this the girl stopping me from getting a nacho cast?
I don't even know what a nacho cast is.
She wouldn't stop me. What are you singing?
I was singing the backing part. He sings. Right. This world is only gonna make you. It's in the last chorus of the song, I think. Fried rutabaga, I'm playing singing.
through a helix. Huh?
You said stop singing, I'm not singing.
I didn't say stop.
Who said stop?
Someone said let the girl sing.
Oh.
Sing You Got the Love over it.
Does that actually work?
Might be one of those.
Oh, because You Got the Love already is one of those songs, isn't it?
What's the lyric?
That doesn't work, does it? That song's already one of those, isn't it? Because loads of singers come in on the wrong thing, don't they? Like I just did. That's hard. What is that? Six hours, is it?
Good noodling, night discipline.
Who is this? That sounds gross.
when you play randomly, like in the live streams, do you think of what chord progression, or do you also hear the progression you want in your head automatically at this point, like you do in melodies? Yeah, it's automatic for me. It helps that I did years of open mic nights with her, where I would have to play songs and stuff like that. With all this ad revenue, can you risk being demonetized with the covers? It doesn't matter so much with the live streams because I've just raked it off of you guys. Nah, I see this as kind of not really a thing for ad revenue because I don't think people come back and watch them too much.
Do you leave these on your page?
Yeah, they stay on the page. Mr. Martin says, hello, Liana. Who's that then?
That's creepy. It's spelled my name wrong, though.
Yeah, but they know your name's Liana.
Yeah, but they spell it wrong.
Shakespeare sticker.
Sister. That's
Argos
like
ad now.
Stay, you know.
Oh, Shakespeare sister.
Yeah.
What?
That's that song, Stay. I can't think of. You better hope and pray that you'll wink one day. Do you remember that one?
Absolutely not.
Oh, that's the only thing I can think of.
Ian, you've got it on ITV, says Deep Tune Pad.
I want to look at the picture for that.
Mr. Martin says, oops, my bad on spelling. So who is Mr. Martin?
Can you click on it and get the picture up?
Opening. Whoa! What are you doing?
Breaking Elodie's thing. I have no idea who that is.
That's Mr. Martin. It's John Martian. John?
I don't know.
Maybe
who
it's
that
just
is.
because I've mentioned your
You
name.
must have called me before anything.
Right, I mean, this is unbelievable. You're just destroying our daughter's
It's
future.
not broken, it just come undone.
Yeah, well, it's not a seat, is it? And that's
Oh, I know
obvious.
it's not a seat.
Has John already asked, has Ian paid his TV license? Feels like it on Sky. Well, Lenny's injured a coccyx now.
I've not, it just, I still stayed on it, the leg disconnected.
She's going to be gutted.
What? It's back on! It clips in and out!
It's wonky now, mate. Look,
No,
that is
it's not. It's the exact
absolutely
same
rinsed.
as how I left it.
Look how wobbly that is.
John, that's how it's been the whole time.
Nah, there's no chance. Anyway. Someone clip that, Jack.
Clip four, you can't see it. I
Clip
just
you.
sat. I'm gonna sit on
Chat,
my knees
clip that.
again.
It's all good, just hit him. Settle down, Dave. About to hit buy on a Sire S7. Anyone have a better last minute suggestion that costs the same or less, but my wife would probably use the savings on Moomin cups, and she has... What's a Moomin cup?
I have no idea.
I would say if you've got access to a FGN, those are possibly better. The ads I'm getting will buy more toys, Ian says. Exactly, yeah. He seems to be getting them at an incredible rate. Are they increasing? Come on, everyone knows the Moomins. I know the Moomin. Right, so this...
So it's a literal moving cup.
Andre Autumn. Wait for the site, SM Gen 2. I'm a mate of Wes's that lives about 2 miles away. Where do you live? They were founded by Joseph Smith. That's, yeah, the Book of Moomin. You're right, I've read that. Mr. Martin is a friend of Wes's.
How is it? Why is he on your YouTube?
Oh, because he's obviously very into guitar.
Oh, my dad's been bitching about you.
You do, you do you, but I'm finding the reverb distracting. Sorry, yes. Well, you should have said that earlier, Danny. Pretty good, Jim. South Park, Jim. Was thinking about a Headstrong Little King. Those are cool. I think those are like Princeton-ish. Right, I better stop in a second. Because these dogs are going mental and it's probably time to go to bed.
That's what they're saying.
Some conspiracy over Mr. Martin. Lives about 2 miles away. Like Broadcliff then. Devin, I'm using a full helix for this. It's like the last thing that I use a full helix for, as well as the pads. Tony Martin, Harry says, but Dave has a Headstrong, best ever. Deep Jim Pack says R.I.P. to something.
Oh, because you said we were going to go off the live. Is that what you meant? Like R.I.P. the live? Or does he mean to play R.I.P.?
I don't think that's what he means. Didn't realise it was reverb. I thought John had just evolved. Yeah, into a...
Next Pokemon stage.
What's that?
Don't know, it depends what Pokemon you started as.
Oh, Tony Martin died apparently.
Oh.
Who's Tony Martin? When you're playing chord progressions, are you remembering the notes of the chord you need to play next, or are you more shape-based? Definitely more shape-based and experimentation-based. Tony Martin went out with a bang. He was the farmer that shot the robbers, died recently. Interesting. Optimize says, please shout out my name. I don't know your name, Optimize. Tommy S says, hello. My wife told me everyone knows and I have Moomin cups. Are you saying it's not true? I don't know what a Moomin cup is. Oh, Brian from Uganda. Yep, of course. Have a good week. I'm trying to... Tommy?
Last request so we can go. Sleep.
Right, thanks everyone for stopping by. Thanks everyone who's donated generously to the chat. Next Tuesday you'll be here.
Why are you running?
Deep Jim Pack says, why are you running? Adventures in Gearland says, night all. Richard says, thanks guys. Optimize watches my channel daily and is apparently inspired by it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks,
Brian. It's been a pleasure guys. You are great, says Harry. Ian says, great show. John says, just in time, about to get to work. Enjoy work, John. I hope it goes all right. Apparently, this is a great live stream, Anton says. 2 out of 5. Should Canada become the 51st state? I think probably an English person shouldn't say much about that. Christian. Sean. Yeah, let me know when you want to check out that GX100, by the way. Cheers, Top G. Love the God. Failed my exam during this. Well, it's all right, Jim. The next Holly and Phil. I'm not going to accept that because...
Who's Holly and Phil?
I think he means Schofield.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be awful for me.
Yeah, exactly. The boys and that. Buenas noches, says Ant, who's in Mexico. And yeah, cheers for stopping by. I'm not.
Does that say not Ches, not Chaz?
I don't know. I don't speak French. Look forward to next week's ad. Says he.
That's such a good joke.
Enjoy Sussex. I used to live there. It's good. It's green. Thanks a lot. Cheers, Evo. Catch you later. Evocatus. That's probably Latin for Evie. The dog is escaping. Someone shoot that dog. Can you do a Nelson Mandela impression again? Yep. I'm here for your razor-sharp political opinions. They are sharp. How do you find gloss lacquer necks? Don't you feel them too sticky? I find nitro sticky, but poly for some reason no. So like a polygloss is fine. It's all right, Mr. Martin. You can just skip back. But also, where do you live? Seemed I picked a good first time to watch the stream. Yeah, it's all right. Fine nut sticky, he says. Jim Packed. Thanks for the tunes and the voice. High quality. Cheers, Brat. Right. Catch you later. Mrs. Cordy, please join again. I can't. Yeah, she probably will, because every time she walks in, she'll have to. Get the super glue out for the chair.
It's not broken.
Well, she says it's
I'm
not broken, but
heavy.
first
I
time
am
here,
heavy,
we'll be
but
back.
I'm
Cheers,
not
Jim.
that heavy.
Jim, Bren. Catch you
Are
again.
you hovering over that end stream bar?
I am, yeah. Thanks for the stream, John. The Flat Pig Apprentice says this. Thanks also for the tips, Gigamola. How to
do you
speed
not
up
have, like,
the lick. Both hopeful. Cool, awesome.
Do you not have like an end of
Just
your
outside
video?
Cully. Well, he is close then. Yeah, we're Elahays. So
I mean, just tell everyone where we live.
Ian Morris says she ain't heavy. She's.
Do you not have like an end of video? What's this? You know, like an outro song.
Yeah, did you want to play an outro song?
No, I don't. I just
Yeah, no.
thought,
Well,
do you not have
sounds
one?
like you want to do an outro
No,
song.
I'm just
so pick a
wondering
song
if
then.
you have one.
What do you want to do?
Do you
Should
have
we
an
do Baby
outro
Mine?
song? God, I haven't sang that in ages.
I know, it'd be a good one, wouldn't it?
definitely that. Dustin Hawkins, I don't remember it. What's that? I'll warm you in my arms and melt your fears away. Melt your fears away. No, that's not it. I'll warm you in my arms, melt your fears away, show you all the magic that perfect love can make.
Yeah, you know it, right?
No, I don't. I don't know the warm you in my arms.
Come on, Brev.
How does that bit go? You tell me.
Where is the warm you in my arms?
That's part of the verse. Don't let me hold
Yeah.
you. No, I do not remember that at all. Honestly.
That, I think. Right, you're gonna sing it. Come on, bud. There you go.
Oh, I'll try. You've turned the reverb off now, eh? I thought we were going.
Yeah, we are after the song, but you suggested a.
I meant you.
Nah, you
did
suggested an outro,
song,
so.
not me. Do I need to stand up? Can I stay down here? Sit back on this, or am I going to break it again? Is it that feels low.
That's right.
Yeah, that's low.
That's fine.
Oh, it's fine for you. I don't need no dreams when I'm by your side. Is that right?
Yeah.
God, I have no idea. Every moment takes me to paradise, yeah. But darling, let me hold you. I'll warm you in my arms and melt your fears away. Show you all the magic that a perfect love can make. I need you night and day, so baby be mine. Is that right? And girl, I'll give you all I got to give. So baby be mine, girl. We can share this ecstasy as long as we believe in love. I hope that's right. Now, I won't give you reason to change your mind. You are all the future that I desire, girl. And girl, I need to hold you. Share my feelings in the heat of love's embrace. Show you all the passion burning in my heart today. It's never gonna fade, so baby be my girl. And girl, I'll give you all I got to give. So baby be my girl. Everything this world could be the reason that I live. Won't you stay with me until the morning sun? I promise you now that the dawn will be different. Lady, can't you see that heaven's just begun? It's living here in, I don't know how to say it, guys. Oh, and then it's a verse again. No, there'll be no more mountains for us to climb. We'll be baby, but this will be your love lasting. Can we do that again? Because I remember it now.
Yeah, right. I'm going. Let's do the middle eight first.
Oh. Okay, go. Won't you stay with me until the morning sun? I promise you now that the dawn will be different. Lady, can't you see that heaven's just begun? It's living here inside our hearts. Cool. There'll be no more mountains
not doing that.
Okay, so baby be mine. And girl, I give you all I got to give. So baby be mine, girl. You're everything this world could be, the reason that I live.
Yeah, we used to do loads of gigs.
I think they've forgotten we're still watching. Why? Because I asked you to stop and start again.
It's nice of you to put down your Argos ad to comment. Yeah.
Oh God, don't go to that page.
Chaotic thing. Enough of that shit. Right, anyway. Thanks for stopping by.
Random choice.
What?
John. I forgot that song even existed. When was the last time we played that song? 8 years ago?
Yeah, but it's a banger, isn't it? 3, 4.
No, I forgot about it.
Ah! Ah. Hey, Kate. Kenneth. Ken. Keith. That's not working. 3.
What is the orange thing? Oh no, what is that? Little sticker.
Yeah, Fender on their guitars tend to have like a sticker which stops the. There should be a spring in every Strat trem to stop your trem from spinning around freely, and they put that sticker in there so that spring doesn't fall out. 1, 2, 3. actually say night now.
We do need to make an outro. Oh, it can see it. How do we delete Jim?
He's actually bankrolling the stream, so we're not doing that.
Oh my gosh, they're
Let's see if we can't give Ian another ad. Hopefully this one will be like Colgate or something, Ian. Are you anywhere near Cuckfield, Ian?
It's getting very loud in here.
Cape RRT Mac. Right, let's go. Let's reverse
Baby
it.
be mine. Actually, if I started it again. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
We'll see about a Nachocaster.
Does this not have like a volume on
It does.
it? This one? This one?
We're not doing
I'm just gonna fade you out, yeah?
about 8 miles. Yeah, that's where I was born there.
Don't tell me
probably
all
already told
your personal information, mate. They've got your full name, your place of birth. Oh my god. Go on the internet, start a bank account. Honestly, you've told them the year you were born,
You're
the
not wrong.
location of birth, your full name. Your told them we live in Elderhouse.
I didn't give him my mum's maiden name.
It's gross enough. Right, we don't like that.
I want to keep that loop. Right, let's record it on the phone.
Oh,
Lenny, cancel MGM. You got to cancel the MGM subscription. Oh, you already did that.
it's so loud.
It's alright. They like it. Right, that'll be the intro of a video at some point. Right, cheers for stopping by. I'll catch you in another video soon. Cheers, everyone. What is Tubit TV ad that's come through for Ian? Right, see you in another video soon. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
You stop. That's incredibly annoying.
Yes, it was that.
Alright. Cheers, guys.